Welcome students, welcome to GK's education. It is my humble request that if you are liking my videos and you are uh, clearly understanding the concepts which I am explaining day by day, kindly do not forget to like and subscribe my channel. Now let us come to the point, let us come to the video. As you all know, partnership accounts is going on. So today we are going to discuss very important topic, goodwill. As you all know what the goodwill is. Goodwill is the monetary value of a particular reputation that a business earns after working so many years. We can say that over a period of time, a business establishes itself, work hard and becomes well known for its work in the respective field. That means when a business is set up by people, it works hard for many years and becomes well known. It earns a reputation in a respective field. This gives it an advantage to get more market share and more profit as compared to a new upcoming business firm of the same field. So the monetary value of this reputation is known as goodwill. Means if there is a business which is going on or which is there in a particular market share for many years, definitely people come to know about that business. They know about its reputation, its service. So definitely, as compared to the similar service provided by the other new upcoming business concern, they definitely prefer that particular concern. So this is what we call a reputation of concern. And in monetary value, it is in monetary terms, when it is calculated, it is called goodwill. So what we can say is it is an intangible asset. Intangible asset means any asset that we cannot see or we cannot touch. It is just only felt by us. So goodwill is an intangible asset. It is the value of the reputation of firm for the future expected profits over and above the normal profits. Means normal profit, though any concern will earn, but if it is those expected extra profits which a concern expects because of its own reputation. Now it is observed that when a new person pays for something which makes him or which puts him in a position to earn super profits as compared to the normal profits earned by the other firms in the same industry, so that value paid by the person is called goodwill. Now here, as in the concern of partnership, whenever a new partner enters, he you can say the value which he paid, for which he becomes for which he becomes to have a right to earn the super profits, that value paid by him is called goodwill. Goodwill exists only when the firm earns super profits, that means the profit which are over and above the normal profits. Any firm that earns normal profits or have loss has no goodwill. So it is the basic point. Now goodwill is only calculated when a new partner is admitted to a partnership firm. There are various methods of calculating goodwill. So as the goodwill is an intangible asset, it is very difficult to calculate its value. The method of calculating the goodwill is decided among the existing partners and the incoming partners. So definitely it is decided among all these people. So let us see what the various methods of calculating goodwill are. The important methods of valuation of goodwill, they are average profit method, super profit method and capitalization method. There are three basic methods. In this video we are just discussing average profit method in detail. So in average profit method, there are basically two methods, the simple average method and the weighted average method. In simple average method, Here, the goodwill is valued at the agreed number of years purchase of the average profit of past few years. It means that it is assumed that the new business will not be able to earn any profit during the first few years. So the person who purchases a running business must pay a sum in the form of goodwill which is equal to the profits he is likely to receive in the first few years of business. So here, whenever a new partner is entered, it is assumed that business will become again a new business and it will not earn any profit during the first few years. So any person who purchases the running business has to pay the sum in the form of goodwill to the previous partners, so that he you can see he becomes or he has he becomes he can have a right to share the future profits. So goodwill is calculated as past average profits into number of years during which the anticipated profit is expected to accrue. That means the past average profit means the profits, the average of the profits of previous few years after adjusting any non-recurring income and expense into number of years. We can say a past average profit into number of years of purchase. Now it will be more clear with the examples. Here it is example number 1. A and B are the partners. They admitted C into partnership for equal share. It is agreed that the goodwill will be valued at 3 years of purchase. This value is required to be considered. It is valued at 3 years of purchase of average profit of last 5 years. Means the average of 5 years profit will be calculated. The profit for the last 5 years were: in 2015 there was a loss, 2016, 17, 18 and 19, the 5 years profit and loss is given. Now there are few adjustments. If not any adjustment is given, in that case you will calculate, you will add the total profits of the years given and divide it by the number of years and then multiply it by years of purchase. Clearly multiply it by years of purchase, and that will be the value of goodwill. But here, as there are some non-recurring type of expenses are given which we are required to adjust. Here the first adjustment is the firm had a gain of 50,000 from the sale of a machinery sold in the year ending 2016. The gain was credited to P&L account. Now it should not be credited, as the sale of machinery is a capital type of expense, so it should not be credited to P&L account. Now it is of non-recurring nature, because not every year you sell a machinery. Then there was abnormal loss of 20,000 in the year 2017 for a machinery becoming obsolete in an accident. And then the overhauling cost of the second-hand machinery purchased on July 2018 amounting to 1 lakh and was debited to repairs account. The depreciation is charged at the rate of 20% per annum on the written down value method. Now let us see how we will calculate this question. Here for the first year, for all the years the profits are written here. Then the adjustments as per the points. The first point was the firm had gain of 50,000 on the sale of machinery in 2016. The gain was credited. Now in 2016, 2015 no adjustment, only loss was there. So in 2016 1,60,000 was the profit and 50,000 was credited as a sale of machine. So it is of abnormal gain, so it will be deducted. So the balance is 1,10,000. Now in 2017 the profit was 1,15,000. Now the point was, yes, it was that there was an abnormal loss of 20,000 in the year 2017 for the machinery becoming obsolete. Now 20,000 was abnormal loss, so it will be added back as it is of non-recurring nature and it is not related to the business, so it will be added back. The adjusted profit comes out to be 1,70,000. For 2018, the profit was 65,000. One basic adjustment in 2000 in this year was the yes, in 2018, there was a overhauling cost of second-hand machinery purchased on July amounting to 1 lakh was debited to repairs account. The depreciation is charged at 20% per annum. Now, the overhauling cost of second-hand machinery, it is a expense, it is capital expense. So the overhauling is 1 lakh rupees and the capital expense, it was wrongly debited to profit and loss repairs account. Then depreciation to be charged to profit and loss account, that is the expense which was actually to be charged to profit and loss, that was 1 lakh into 20% into, it was purchased on July 2018. So definitely for 9 months the asset was used, so for 9 months the depreciation comes out to be 15,000. Now 1 lakh minus 15,000 is equal to 85,000 was overcharged to profit and loss account in that year, so that 85,000 will be added back. So the adjusted profit comes out to be 1,50,000. Now in 2019, 1,77,000 was the profit, and as you know, the depreciation was charged on written down value method of depreciation. So 85,000 into 20% comes out to be 17,000. So this 17,000 was not charged as it was required to charge to get normal profit. So it came out to be 1,77,000 minus 17,000, 60,000. Now the average was total of the profits divided by number of years, 1 lakh, and valuation of goodwill will be average profit of the years into number of years purchased. Now average profit was 1 lakh and the number of years purchased in the question was 3, so the value of goodwill comes out to be 3 lakh. This is first example. Now the another method of calculating the goodwill is weighted average method. Here the weights are given every year to every year and weighted average profit is calculated by multiplying the normal profits to the weights given and then divided by total number of weights. Now goodwill will be weighted average profit multiplied by number of years of purchase. It will be more clear with this example. The profits of the firm for last 5 years were, these are the profits given. Now calculate the value of goodwill for the basis of the 3 years purchase. On the basis of how many years? 3 years purchase. Weighted average profit method by assigning the weights 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 respectively to the profits. Now here the profits are given, weights are given, multiply profit by weights, the product comes out to be this. Now weighted average profit, total of the products of profit upon total of weights. Total of weights means total of this 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, it comes out to be 15. So the weighted average profit is 23,200. Now the value of goodwill will be weighted average profit into number of years of purchase, which was given 3. So weighted average profit is 23,200 into 3, that means 69,600. So it was the first method of valuation of goodwill. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.